In 2025, there have been 8 majors since the game came out with multiple different winners. As we approach the first season of Rivals of Aether 2 esports, I would like to highlight the storylines and players to keep an eye out for. My name is KingKade, and let's get started. Going into the first season, all eyes are on 2 players, KingKade and Marlin. Those two have had a rivalry that's carried over from Rivals of Aether 1. They currently have an offline set record of 4-0, with Marlin coming out on top every single time. Even with a dominating set count like that, KingKade has a solid 5 major wins from October 2023 in 2024 to May 1st in 2025. As of now, Cake's major wins are Heatwave 7, Don't Park on the Grass 2024, Flatfight Gaming Championship, Smash Camp 2025, and Luminosity Makes Big Moves 2025. He has won 4 other big tournaments that, due to the amount of players in attendance, I wouldn't exactly say they were majors, those tournaments being Wrath 2025, Pitfall 3.5, and LACS Rivals. You can go either way on LACS. That tournament was an invitational, so it's a gray area. Marlin's major wins were Frosty Fausting 17 and Battle of BC 7. Marlin did have a short-lived ban for about 5 months, but that did not slow down the king in the meta. Using a mix of Raster and Orcane for the majority of brackets, Marlin has dominated. Marlin also has now switched to main Orcane and is paying off nicely as he's been dominating with the puddle jump. With those two dominating the meta, this has led way for Sharks in the Water to sneak around the top dog. Players like Sinbad, who won one of the earliest majors, Let's Make Big Moves Miami, beating No, MKLeo, and Renzo. Today's standards, this isn't a major, but earlier meta, these are some big hitters. The only other person to win a major is quite the conundrum, and makes talking about the best in the world hard. Pluck, one of the greatest melee players ever, entered Genesis X2 as the 12th seed and would just win. The only game 5s he experienced were Soul Rifle and Cake Assault. Interesting that it was only Forsburn that made it close. Plup didn't have a cakewalk either. Plup beat Soul Rifle, Ion, Marlin, and Cake Assault twice to win the tournament. Clearly, Plup is just an insane player to keep an eye on. Plup made everyone look like a fool, using his better experience and simple combos with the fastest character in the game to outplay everyone. But just like in Melee, Plup comes and goes like a western cowboy searching for the next bounty. Although Cake Assault, Marlin, and Plup seem to be above the rest when it comes to this game and closing out tournaments, there are 3 players that seem to be a constant top 8er and a threat to the top performer. Let's talk about the other tournament that wasn't a major and wasn't won by Cake Assault. Spargo, the 2024 best Smash Ultimate player in the world, has always been on the come up and finally took home a first place at Best of the West 3, beating players like Whiskey and Beastly twice in order to take home gold. Spargo has never placed outside the top 4 at an offline event. His big breakout bracket was Let's Make Big Moves 2024, where he defeated Toothbrush, Void, Beastly, Stango, Switch, and Boyko before going Game 5 with Cake Assault in Grand Final. Spargo would continue to be the master of spacing and a threat to anyone he plays against. ZB has been a threat in the Rivals of Aether scene since 2017. ZB would start off with strong results in early Rivals of Aether 2, getting first at Genesis X, then second at Get On My Level X, third at Supernova 2025, fifth at Luminosity Makes Big Moves 2025, fifth at Genesis X2, 5th at Battle of BC, and finally 3rd at Smash Camp 2025. The best Krag in the world has wins on Marlin, Cake Assault, Switch, Ion, Mystery Soul, Beastly, and Rongungshu. ZB is the rock and the hard place, and this pillar of the community won't go down without a fight. Finally, we have Beastly. The Texas Smash Ultimate Diddy Kong main picked up Rivals and started off slow, getting 17th at Luminosity Makes Moves Miami 2024, and then getting 7th at both LMDN 2025 and Genesis X2. It wasn't until Battle of BC 7 where Beastly would really make a name for himself. Beastly would defeat Spargo twice, Mystery Soul, and Cake Assault for a fantastic Game 5, leading into getting a 2nd place finish, losing to Marlin. Besides that bracket, Beastly also has wins on Bileburb and B-Bats. Beastly has proven that he is a threat and is willing to dedicate himself to the game and put all his effort moving forward into being one of the best. This is only a few players to watch out for as we move into the official Rivals 2 Championship Series with Combo Breaker on May 23rd. If you want more Rivals 2 news, make sure to subscribe. I make top 8 coverage for events, and I plan on covering all of the championship events. If you want to see coverage for past brackets like Battle of BC 7, you can certainly check that out with a link here. I hope to see you cool kids next time. Take it easy.